Oh, that
Look
was
at
really
us.
loud.
Oh, good. Look at us. Look at us doing this.
Oh,
thing
there
right
we go.
here.
Now I listen to you one ear. You sound so much better.
Yeah, I always kind of hike it back a little bit. I got tiny ears anyways, but I don't know how someone with such tiny ears also fucking hears every fucking shitty noise on the planet. You know what I mean?
You're like a bat with smaller ears.
Yeah.
With the rabies and all that shit. you have all that going on for you.
It's more of a syphilis thing, but that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What are you drinking? Some white wine?
I am drinking.
Are Rose and Blanche showing up later?
Wayne Gretzky's wine. Riesling.
God, you must love hangovers.
My wife says if I drink good wine, the hangover's not as bad. I beg to differ.
It's like that with good whiskey.
Yeah, 2
with
bottles
good scotch,
good wine, and I was fucking in the doghouse the next day.
Well, you were also fucking annihilated before you even cracked the wine.
Yeah.
This is the most sober I've seen you in probably a month and a half.
My wife will also argue that point.
Sometimes you just gotta fucking get some shit off your chest, and that usually comes with blatant alcoholism.
Oh, why? Obviously, it's the only way to roll.
But this is also how we grew up. It's like you have a good day, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna celebrate with a couple drinks." You have a bad day, you're like, "I'm gonna get fucking wasted." You have a medium day, I'm like, "I should drink to fucking spice things up a little bit."
Yeah, we should turn up, and it all ends up in the same place.
Yeah,
the gutter.
But I think that's how we grew up. You know, that's more of a growing up thing.
I think it's more of I learned that alcohol is a good coping mechanism.
That's how we grew up, depressed.
I'm going to read you a text, and I want you to tell me if you know who sent me this at 2:36 p.m.
Okay.
Out of the blue. I want you to know that my day today started by me having to call poison control because I accidentally took the dog's meds instead of my own, which prompted me to send this text. I'm not sure what my reaction should be. 50% is concerned. 51% is laughing my ass off.
I'm going to say Jason London.
No.
Whoa, really?
No.
Who?
Michelle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I see it.
London had a spirited chat this morning.
You know what? Him and Hurley have caught like this weird graciousness, you know? And I don't mean this in a bad way.
You sure?
No, I don't mean it in a bad way. Because, I think they're being genuine. Because you can be, like, fake gracious, and those people should just get set on fire. You know? But, like, hey, man, miss you. Like, just out of the blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's London. And
yeah, that's Hurley, too. Like, And you know London from back in the day. I know London from back in the day. And he was never like that. He was always kind of like a, I fucking hope you die kind of guy.
Yeah.
I remember.
When he was skinny?
Well, yeah. And this was Skinny London.
7 years ago.
This is a Skinny London moment. So I'm in town. I don't think you showed up. I think you had to work or you were at Club Dub or something like that. This is how long ago that was.
Wow.
I was still dating the girl I dated for like fucking 3 or 4 years. And I'm in town for the first time since I moved away. And we're all at Wild Wings up on Elmwood or whatever I think Elmwood, right? By the movie theater?
Yeah.
Elmwood? Delaware? Elmwood. And we're all hanging out. And her cousin had just gotten in a car accident. And she found out while we were there that he didn't make it. You know, he was in and out of coma, all the shit, you know. And so, you know, we're having this like welcome back kind of party thing. Coach was there. London's there. Everyone's there. And I was like, hey, man, we're just going to go. We're just going to like go back to the hotel and chill. Because like you can't ask your girlfriend to hang out when fucking her cousin just died. You just can't, you know what I mean? Like, hey, power through. Like if she got her period, fine. You know what I mean? But so I go to London. I'm like, hey, man, good seeing you. We're going to take off. And he goes, well, what the fuck are you leaving? And I'm like, well, we just found out her cousin died. He goes, well, he's not here. And I wanted to punch him so fucking hard.
And you look at him and his eyes are right next to the bridge of his nose. And you're like, I would expect that out of somebody with your mental fortitude.
Yeah,
You know?
I can tell by your too close together eyes. You're not fully understanding the fucking breadth of this, the magnitude of the moment.
Did you say breath?
Breadth.
Bread.
Breadth. Yeah, I
Bread.
can't say that.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We do have to say hello to
Hello.
2 lesbians I met.
I love it. Just get right to it.
Zoe,
not two women I met, whatever. But hey,
well, they said they're gay, and one's missing a leg. Zoe and Emily, they're our 2 newest listeners.
so
I said, hey.
So now I'm intrigued. How's one missing a leg?
Well, you know how you have 2 legs? She only has 1 leg.
2 dolts, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just 2 dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's 2 ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just 2 dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
It's party time, baby.
Dude, cold open. Fucking.
Okay, so
who's the kid with the buttons?
anybody is ever questioning why I would stop doing this, what just came out of your mouth is probably this is the shit. Not only do I have to deal with for like 3 or 6 hours on a Friday night, I have to deal with this via text all day, every day.
Yeah, our friends only have one speed, and that speed sucks.
It's terrible for everyone.
I have to unscrew this thing. This thing's getting in the way. So we might have guests, we might not. Update on other guests. I'm working on a sex and relationship therapist that should be coming in soon.
God, why did you? Okay.
I'm working on a bodybuilder trainer guy. And that's about it. I'm working on some authors that write novels.
You know what my wife told me the other day?
What?
She told me she loved me, which I think is a bold-faced lie.
Flat lie.
We were standing in the kitchen talking about whatever, and she just comes over and gives me a hug. And she goes, "I don't want you to take this the wrong way." I'm like, I love when people preface things with that.
Yeah.
She
goes,
either
that or we need to talk, and you're
yeah,
like, oh, no.
Yeah. And the last time she said that, it was literally just to catch up on life shit.
Right.
I'm like, what? I didn't do anything.
I don't even know who she is.
Yeah. Never heard of her before. She said that hugging me, I felt different. Going to the gym more now.
Yeah.
Well, to begin with.
You do not look as rotund.
No, dude.
I will tell you that, and I'm proud of you.
I told you the hat thing, right? Today?
No.
I didn't?
No, I might not. This week was a fucking.
No, I didn't. I didn't talk to you till later. Me and Abel left the gym, and I dropped her off at school, and I went to Vinny's this morning, and I changed my clothes, and I went to put on my Chicago Bulls hat, and it's a fitted hat.
Mm-hmm.
Fits fine. I put it on, the fucking thing fell down over my eyes. Apparently, since losing 20-ish pounds, my head got thin. My hat doesn't fit anymore. Well, I called Krista immediately. I go, "Is this a thing? I'm really worried now that none of my hats are going to fit."
Well, I mean, yeah, I can see it in your face, and I can see it in your titties. Yeah. You lost some weight.
I'm
proud of you. It's tough, man. It's tough to get back into it. It's tough to keep a routine.
It's not getting back into it. It's tough to start.
Yeah.
I made so many excuses as to why I couldn't do it, and I'm like, I have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically go for my trainer between 30 and 45 minutes twice a week. And then the other days I go, I'm there 40-ish minutes. I have a quick little routine that I do, and I'm out. And I'm doing something which is more than nothing, which is way more than I was ever doing before. So I'm like I told you, because I see how this is kind of like a drug. Like, yeah. I enjoy going. I look forward to it now.
I don't, because
you're in a different boat.
I'm a lazy guy.
It's not that, dude. I'm like here. Like, you walk in the gym, I'm just above that. You're already up here. I mean, you're doing shit I've never heard of.
Yeah, well, I mean, I missed
way more weight than I'm ever gonna do.
Yeah, I don't judge myself on weight, because like I know I'm pretty
Really?
strong.
My text message care to beg to differ.
No, I know that I'm not. I know I'm strong, but I'd rather focus on doing the workout right
That's what I was told.
than blowing out my fucking. And I got a shitty shoulder. Like I should have had the surgery you had, but I didn't. And now I'm like, after seeing you go through it, I'm like, well, fuck it. If this arm comes out, I don't give a shit. If it comes out again, fuck it. I'm still not doing the surgery. Put some staples in it. Fuck it. But yeah, I don't like doing stuff,
I usually don't either, but now I'm kind of into it. I mean, I sit there and I watch a lot of people do things, and I'm like, okay, I really don't want to do that. But at some point, I'm going to have to add certain things to my routine. But I'm like watching these dudes, and they're wearing those tank tops with the string.
Yeah.
Their arms are this fucking big. I'm like, that's not a goal. At my age, at 51 years old, I don't need a fucking six pack. I do.
Our goal is to not die.
Yeah, and like I joined a volleyball league at work.
Nice.
Starts in a couple weeks on Thursday nights. Is great. I'm excited for that. I'm excited that I was able to slowly swing my golf clubs and actually swing my driver, and my swing wasn't complete and utter dog shit like I thought it would be.
Good.
So like I have lessons coming up, and I think I can fix it. And I'm excited to get back into golf. I'm excited that I'm at the gym and going through the paces with my shoulder, and it doesn't hurt.
Right.
So,
that's a big thing. Yep.
And thinking that's huge progress because after what I went through. I mean, trust me, people went through worse and whatever, but that surgery was fucking terrible. And I was like, I'm never playing sports again. I'm done. I have to sell all my brand new hockey equipment that I just bought. My fucking $1,000 worth of golf clubs. I got to get rid of them. I'm never going to play sports again. But thanks to Stammy and whatever, and
you're back in.
Back in the game.
The kid's back in the game.
I can't wait for golf tournaments this summer. I can't wait till we play golf.
I can't wait to hang out. Because I don't play golf. I just hang out.
Yeah. You bring the clubs. You wear the clothes.
I contribute.
Talk
to me
a lot of golf terminology, none of which you know what means, but you use the words.
All I'm hoping, anytime we play, so if it's an 18-hole 4-person scramble, and if we use 3 of my shots total, I'm good.
That is, you come right out and say that as soon as we put our bags in the cart. Listen, guys, we all know why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
If I use 3 shots today
on
mine,
I'm
ecstatic.
Yeah.
And by hole 4 last time we used 3 of yours, and then the wheels came off because it went.
Then I don't have to do shit. I've already hit my quota. I've already hit the quota. I don't have to do shit. Yeah, I'm excited to just fucking hang, man. I miss the shooting the shit parts about like what we do. Like we talk all day on text. Like we talk way too much on text. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. But also,
I would.
I would definitely rather just fucking be able to meet you out once a month and fucking hang out for a little bit. So
I don't want that.
No. Yeah, but no. I'd rather just force myself upon you. Like you have no choice.
Last time you were here?
3 months ago, maybe
Christmas.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, around that.
4 months ago.
Yeah, 4 months ago. Yeah. But literally, I talked to you fucking a lot. And that's why, like, when Ortez is like, I'm going to be at the bar for 9 minutes, I'm like, cool, I'm pulling in with my kids. Like, because I want to hang out with people, Yeah. I went out Wednesday for a little bit, went out Thursday a lot. And then here we are today. And I think Ortez might be coming, he might not be. I don't know. I have Mike set up. We're all good to go.
Excuse me. Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you said, your wife hugged you.
Yeah.
And have you ever heard of like the love languages?
Yeah. So
that was going to be my topic because I've never really
save this for the therapist in a week or two.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Then I have nothing. I have no topics. But like I started looking at them, and it's kind of weird, And I wanted to know, like, and I think we could. I thought Ortez was going to be here too, but like, where are you on the spectrum of love language?
Oh, thank you for finishing that. So each in the first column, you
Yeah.
go across, right?
Yeah, and I think you can be a mix of two. You can't be a mix of more than two, though. Because right now, I'll tell you this: I hate gifts. I don't like when people get me anything. Now, I will tell you this: when a friend goes, like for example, Miles he buys a lot of hats, and he's got a fucking huge head. So he bought this one hat, and he's like, "Hey man, I washed it, and it shrunk. It doesn't fit me anymore. Does it fit you?" And now when I wear it, I go, "Oh, that's a good present for my friend." But if Tanya gets me something, I'm like, I don't know. I feel weird getting a gift. I don't like it at all.
Like last night, Krista came home with all these Target bags, and it was take your daughter to work day on Thursday, and her and Ob went. They left work and then they went to Target and did some shopping, and everybody got something. Like Brady got a new fucking bouncy volleyball and a prime drink, and Ob got this, that, and everything. And I always just make it a point of saying, "Well, what did I get?"
Yeah,
I honestly don't give a fuck,
and you don't expect anything.
I have to make that comment just because I'm an absolute cunt when it comes to that shit.
Sure,
just out of stupidity, I'm like, "What did I get?" And Krista just looks at me and she's like, I brought you shampoo and body wash. You wrote it on the fucking thing that you needed it. So that's what you get." And I'm like,
so basically
cool.
She says,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I told her I needed it. I was about out. But gifts are whatever. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about Christmas or my birthday. Everybody asks me, and I usually put down like some outrageous gifts, like a bulldog.
Yeah.
Or, something stupid like a 3-way, weird things that I'm never going to get. But
you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Like for my birthday, I kind of regurgitated the same list I had for Christmas. And Krista bought me a sweet hat, like a pair of like robin egg blue golf shorts, and a cool shirt to match, and the hat goes with it and everything. I'm like, cool, I got golf
done.
Great. Yeah, it was great.
Not bad.
Yeah. And
I think
shoes and whatnot, but just gifts. Yeah.
Out of this list,
are we picking two?
Well, so let's go through the list real quick because a lot of people just listen. It's words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. Which could mean blowjobs.
Yeah.
I don't like now. I need positive reinforcement because I can't stand myself. So if somebody goes, "Hey," like if Tanya goes, "Hey, good job," or like, "Hey, awesome, I hope it works out for you," or whatever, like work stuff and all kind of shit. Or, "Hey, thanks for picking the kids up today." I go, "Fuck yeah, I feel fucking good," But I'm definitely physical touch. If somebody that I'm with walks past me and does not at least put their hand on my shoulder for a second, I'm like, I hope you fucking.
Or even just a playful poke, just poke you in the ribs, and then make the Pillsbury Doughboy nose.
Sure,
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm the same way. I
quality time.
Walk past Krista without smacking her in the ass or poking her in the boob all the time.
Exactly.
She gets sick of it, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like what's the point of having a hot wife if you can't fucking grab her butt? What are we doing here? Receiving gifts and quality time. That's a double-edged sword because if quality time is just sitting around fucking doing nothing, and you're not doing the physical touch stuff, and you're not being flirty, then to me quality time is fucking wasted.
Yeah, I've brought that up before too, and I'm like, listen, if we're just gonna sit here, I'm gonna sit in my recliner, and you're gonna sit on the couch. We're gonna have wine together. We're not snuggling. We're not sitting on a couch or whatever. And you fall asleep in 45 minutes. What did I just do? Why am I not just getting in my truck and going to the casino?
100%. Me and you were cut from the same cloth on that one.
Yeah.
Acts of service. I will say this. I was talking to somebody. And he goes, "Yeah, man, I came home and my whole car was cleaned. She took it to the car wash. She vacuumed the inside out. She did all that shit." And I was like, "God damn, you got it made." You know what I mean? And the girl's crazy. But like
our general fear of being trampled by like a hippopotamus. You're afraid of that. My wife has that same fear of car washes.
I don't like car washes because I still have a little bit of vertigo. And when you're sitting still and things are moving, my equilibrium is just like Are we fucking dying right now?
Usually on my phone, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I think my family can tell that I'm doing a podcast because it's time to spill marbles upstairs. That's
I literally hit everything with that wine bottle.
plink, plink, plink. Yeah, physical touch. I'm in. I would say, honestly, if I could pick one of the 5, it's just physical touch.
Yeah, I have to agree. The acts of service, Krista's a big list maker. Like
Yes.
it's great. Like with us, obviously working separate shifts. I come home at 6. She's usually just waking up. I'm going to bed. And when I get up at 11 to go to the gym or 12:30 on a normal day when I don't have to go to the gym, there's always a text from her. Hey, good morning. I love you. And then she lists the things. Hey, I'm in the office till 4:30 today, whatever. I'll be home shortly after.
Mm-hmm.
Ob has softball after school. Make sure you get Brady off the bus. And everything's numbered. And it goes down the list.
Yep.
And she checks off all the shit. So it's like, okay. And she's like, I let the dogs out at 7. So make sure you let them out in the afternoon, blah, blah, blah. So we go down that shit. But she also, we have a dry erase board attached to the fridge. And sometimes instead of just writing 5 or 6 things that I'd like to get done, but hey, guess what? 4 of them get done. I'm really, really happy.
Sure.
She'll fill the whole fucking thing up. I'm like, babe, you're doing too much here.
Yeah.
I see that list and I get overwhelmed. Now, there are certain household things I am not comfortable doing. I'm afraid I'm going to fuck up the laundry. Like, put somebody's clothes in the dryer on high heat and fucking shrink them. So I want her to tell me that, hey, can you put this in the dryer, but turn the knob and set it for 40 minutes? Whatever. Okay, that's great. But doing the dishes, making ice, running the vacuum, simple shit I do all day long. So it's like, there's days when I just fucking cross a bunch of shit off that list that I did.
That's when it feels good. But when you get a list and you're like, okay, so I work from home, okay? I get up in the morning today, and there's like, I got to get the dog the medicine, not take it myself like Michelle did. But I got to get the dog the medicine. I got to take out the trash. I got to do all this shit. And I'm like, I got to get this done by like 7:30. Yeah. Because my day starts at like 7:35. If I'm not downstairs right after the kids get on the bus, I'm behind like 4 hours if I'm delayed a half an hour. And so I knocked off that list pretty quick, and I was like, fuck yeah, I feel good. I just bought something for Tanya. She wants something else for Mother's Day, but this is kind of just something I saw. It was like $300. So I don't know if it's worth it or not, but it's like a fucking mini TV, okay, that is
the water bottle's leaking.
You look like Trump when he was like drinking like this with the 2 hands.
Fuck.
I got the greatest water bottle in the world. So this calendar, it's like this mini TV. It sits on your countertop and it syncs up with all of your calendars. So you can have a kid like Olivia chore. You can have a Max chore. Okay. And you can set the times that it needs to be done by. We can have athletic things. Got to go to soccer. Got baseball. Got this. Got that. All that kind of shit. So I bought this thing going, I think it's going to be a great way. So, because I'm aloof. I'm a moron, True. And I'm always stuck in Chrisville. What Chris has to handle today is what Chris has to handle today. Oh, you want to know? I don't even have the time to tell you what I got to do today. That's how fucking busy I am, bitch. So I bought this thing, and all I know is just going to cause massive anxiety when from 7:30 in the morning till fucking 7 at night, it's just blocked off with all these things. I know it's going to cause me the most anxiety, but when you fucking knock things off the fucking list, I think it's going to be good. I'm not a list guy.
And it's always nice, like, I do the menial tasks, the ones I know I can handle. I don't need any fucking direction. I take care of that shit. And you sit there and you see a bunch of black lines through all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel like I accomplished something. And then Krista comes home from work and she's like, babe, thanks for knocking off all that stuff. And it's like, fuck.
That's words of affirmation.
Yeah. And it's very nice that, and there's sometimes I'm like kind of saying fuck, and I'll add something like the most minuscule task to the list and I'll cross it off myself. Because obviously my handwriting is different than my wife's. And then she just, the hands on the hip and the fucking head tilt. Really? And I'm like, but I crossed something off. And she's like, you fucking idiot. But the words of affirmation are great. and she did tell me, she's like, hey, there's just something like, I know you hear it. So when you hear the dryer buzzer go off, maybe get up and go and go restart it or pull it out. But the thing is, I don't hear it. I'm not in tune. I mean, she's got fucking radar ears. And
yeah,
I'm like,
I hear it. I hear it all the time.
What was that? She's like, oh, there's a dryer buzzer. I'm like, I have no idea what it was.
There's a buzzer?
Yeah,
I just thought it stopped.
Thing tells you something.
Where have I been my whole life?
But I'm like, she comes home from fucking work, and work's been stressful for her lately, and she starts making dinner. I'm like, what can I do to help? She's like, nothing. So sometimes I sit in the kitchen, I just stand there and watch her make dinner, and we talk.
Yeah.
Other days she's like, nothing, and I turn on my heel and I click my PlayStation 5 on, and I don't hear a word she says.
You need help with anything? No. Bitch.
But we've been actually in a really good place with communication lately, and it's changed our relationship, and I'm glad. I mean, we're not at each other's throats. I mean, occasionally we get frustrated and whatever, but we haven't had a fucking blowout in forever.
I don't think we don't argue a lot.
No.
But we know how to, like, what's that euphemism, like two ships passing in the night? Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
We're just like, she's around, she's not around. I'm around, I'm not around. Stuff gets done. Kids are healthy. Olivia's got straight A's. Max is working on straight A's. But
I said to her the other day, and I'm like, and I said, I don't know if I'm being selfish about what I'm about to say or not. And if I am, I'm okay with you telling me this. But on a normal day, not going to the gym. Going to the gym fucks my day up.
Sure.
But it is what it is. A normal day, I would get home at 5:45, put my shit away. I'm in bed by 6.
Mm-hmm.
God knows when I fall asleep, because I usually just fucking toss and turn for a little bit. And I'm out. Get up at 12:30 in the afternoon. 6 hours of sleep, maybe,
Right.
And I'm supposed to function on that, which is unhealthy.
If I get any more than 7.5, I am a fucking waste of space. I think I thrive better on the 6.5 hour type sleep
than you do 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But then I get up 12:30. Gotta fucking shake the cobwebs off, take a dump. I'm looking at the clock. It's going on 1 o'clock. All right. Do I eat lunch? And if I do, what do I eat? Because I don't want to have a big lunch, because we're going to have dinner in 4.5 hours.
Yep.
But then at 2:20, I have to leave to go get Aubrey. So I have an hour and 20 minutes to go pick her up from school.
So you have no time to yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get to that. So then after me and Ob get home, 40 minutes later, Brady gets off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Then, probably about an hour later from that, Krista's home. Now dinner needs to be made. Chores need to be shored up. You got to converse with your children, talk to everybody.
Sure.
So I have maybe an hour and a half. Now, that's not just time to myself. Like I said, that was me wondering if I'm going to be selfish, wanting that hour and a half to do things that I want to do. Maybe I want to go hit a bucket of golf balls. But if I do, something on the list is going to get crossed off. So is my satisfaction for that hour and a half worth the other side of that coin? I don't know. But I'm like, but then I can't. It's tough for me to go out and run errands for the house. Hey, we need some shit from Home Depot. Well, you know what happens when dudes get in Home Depot. You want it. It's like a chick going to Target.
Fuck yeah.
You don't need these things, but you look at them and you're like, well, I could use this someday. So
I do need a 7-foot tall black Santa Claus.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, all shit's missing in your house. Your wallet's light. But you start to wonder, I'm like, at what point can I justify this? And I try not to do that, because I'd rather get things done to help Krista around the house. Because, I mean, she's in a high stress environment in banking.
She's a high-powered, successful black woman.
Yeah.
Good for her.
But, and it's just that's why I said, I'm like, hey, am I being facetious here and selfish about this? And she's like, no, you need time for yourself. But Fridays. That
is time for yourself.
It is.
I think you sandbag for Fridays.
I do. I get to go to the gym with my daughter. I get to go to the bar for a couple hours, and then every other Friday I go play poker for 6 hours.
Yeah. So you're sandbagging, which is good.
Yeah, but I'm like, my wife doesn't get to do that a lot, and then she'll like, oh, do you mind if I go? No, go to happy hour. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell
yeah.
me
So-
what I need to do. Make sure I know the kids need to be. And she's like, I might, you're on your, just get what you guys want to eat for dinner. I'm like, okay. I just need to know. That's it.
Yeah.
Communication is it. I don't
I'm
mind if you
totally
go to a
fine.
fucking happy hour.
I'm totally fine. Like if there's not a lot of stuff to make in the house, if I make them like ramen noodles or some shit, did you see ramen or ramen?
I was just gonna say we say ramen.
I say ramen.
Okay, I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. Is there?
Everybody loves ramen.
I don't.
I
The show sucked too.
yeah. Oh, you got a quirky family that live next door? Get the fuck
And they're
out of
always
town.
in your living room. Weird.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'd rather just take the kids to Chili's.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they eat mac and cheese there, but at least I'm out of the house because I work right there.
Yeah.
I don't see sometimes another person until like Wednesday if I go out or Thursday if I go out that I haven't made.
I love how you say if you go out on Thursdays. If
I always go out on Thursdays.
Yeah, I know.
But here's the thing that I've learned from my therapist. Now she says, as she therapizes me, she says I should find another hobby that doesn't include going to the bar and getting fucking sideways. But I'm like, where's it? Where are the people at? Where are the other people at? What are they gonna do? Some ladies putting tomatoes in a bag, and I'm like, hey, have you heard there's aliens? And start fucking striking up a conversation with some bitch looking at tomatoes? No, it's easier to go to the bar and go, there's fucking aliens. And some other dude's like, dude, fucking right? And I'm like, aliens? You know?
What
And
would
then-
you have ever got to go on their ship? Would you try to drive it? Would you look at and yeah. Next thing you know, it's the next day.
Dude, I was on like fucking tilt. I think last Wednesday, because we didn't do a show last week, right?
No,
we didn't?
because you were busy.
Yeah, I was out of town. Okay. So Monday was hell. I worked, I swear to God, from like 7 a.m. till fucking 6. Then did some other shit. Then Tuesday was 7 to 6. Take Max to fucking Boy Scouts. And then Wednesday was just another just shit day. And by Thursday, I'm like, you know when everything annoys you? And not just a simple annoyance, but everything annoys you to the point where you go from 0 to 99.9.
Yep.
And if you get to 100, everyone that you love is going to suffer.
I round up every time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, there was no positivity in my life whatsoever at that moment. And so I was like, listen, I'm going to go have a couple beers. I go to the bar. I usually bump into Jerry or somebody else I know. There's this dude that used to be a trucker that's there all the time. And like, you would think I'd want to go out and go to some bar where there's like a beautiful bartender and like all the hot young chicks hang out. No, I'm sitting next to some dude that smells like fucking Marlboro cigarettes. And we're talking about fucking being married and having kids. And, and he's fucking gone. I was gone for maybe an hour and a half, came home and everything was better. I need to be around people sometimes. I do think I'm pretty much an introvert. But sometimes I'm a cat, sometimes I'm a dog. I was a fucking dog on Thursday. I was like, I need to get the fuck out. I need to just, I'll be back. I'm not going to run away.
I have a problem with
Okay.
like you like just like you said, everything gets compounded.
Yeah.
Like if the dogs go out and the neighbor's dog's out and they start fighting, I come in the house after cleaning them up and getting them in, everything. All of a sudden, it's an avalanche of the minute things going wrong.
Yep.
And I just get angrier and angrier and angrier.
It's death by 10,000 paper cuts.
Jesus Krista Christ. she has been fucking phenomenal
Sweaty.
dealing with that from me. She sees it
it's
coming
tough.
and she just lets me vent. And I say, I'm fucking sorry. It's the snowball effect.
Yeah.
And I go, I shouldn't let it bother me, but I go, it does. Once one bad thing happens, it seems like everything fucking goes wrong. And I just get angry. And then like she comes home, the kids come home, and I'm fucking screaming, yelling. And I'm like, it's almost like that fucking meme. Have you pre-mad? You got mad before
No.
you know you're getting mad. I've got there before, and she's been handling this very, very well. Like seeing that I'm fucking that pissed off, instead of trying to weasel her way in and make me better, she gives me space. And I tell her that before. I'm like,
well, that's good.
Go to the fucking bedroom and give me 5 minutes to fucking calm down, and hopefully nothing else will go wrong in the bedroom. Like nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm fine. I'll come back, and it is what it is. And I feel terrible about it, but she's learned to deal with me being like that. And sometimes you just need to fucking walk away.
Dude, I was on absolute tilt. Like I could totally see why guys just get a gun and shoot their family then kill themselves.
Yeah.
Not that I would do that, but I get it, you know? And I was just like nothing. Dude, I was in the kitchen. Tanya's outside fucking with the flower bed. And I just bought this new truck. And Olivia set up a baseball tee. And she's hitting in or around the new truck. And the first thing I think of is, how the hell does the person that helped me make the kid not see that there's a baseball tee going towards the fucking truck? This is still love language. This is my topic.
So many tangents.
But here's where I think I've mentally grown a little bit. I didn't go out, just kick the door open and go, what and just start screaming at everybody. I just said, hey,
that's my go-to.
We have 4 acres. Take the tee down there and hit away from the vehicles. But in my head, I'm like, how the fuck are you in a flower bed? And right behind you, there's a kid with a baseball tee. And you don't see it? Not even a little bit? I was...
So it just happens here so often. I'm like, with this fucking Brady and this puppy, and he gasses his dog up, and we're yelling at him. I'm like, when he fucking scratches you or knocks you down and you cry, I am going to laugh in your fucking face. And I swear, and I'm like, and then it happens. And I'm like, I fucking told you.
Yeah.
And there's tears. And then I get a dirty look. And I'm like, what did you expect to happen?
Yeah.
Like walking in front of a bull and waving a fucking, bulls are colorblind, red flag or a flag and taunting the bull. And then when you get that horn up your asshole, whose fault is that?
Dude, I saw this video of some girl running away from the bulls in Pamplona, as we call it.
Remember when you were going to do that?
Yeah, I'm still in.
Yeah, I don't run.
If you want to do it, I'll pay for the whole trip.
You said that before too.
But this time I actually have the means to do it.
Yeah, but I was like, there's no way you two assholes are going anywhere alone. I'm like, we were in Vegas. You said that would never happen.
We did good.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Mistakes were made. I still have no idea what I paid for the flight that I missed.
If I remember, and this is
8 years ago.
Seven.
Yeah.
Because Brady was just born.
He was a 3-week-old, and you skipped off to Vegas with your shithead friend.
2 months. 2 months. And I went to Vegas for 7 days.
You got your bags packed. You bring the kid home. And so I guess I'll just see you guys in a little bit then.
Yeah. I'll bring you a souvenir.
And then you wonder why he's a shithead. You
No,
abandoned
no,
him.
I know. Like Kyle Smith always says, plant corn, get corn. True story.
That's
And I
a
hate that
great
it's always
analogy.
right. Yeah.
That's a great analogy.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I went to the airport and I just said I
Oh
need
yeah,
to
right,
I
yeah.
need to get to Raleigh by like 5:30. And the guy's like, I can get you there by 5:45. I'm like, great. And I handed over a credit card and I was still incredibly drunk.
I
don't remember what I paid.
You had an expired ID.
Yeah.
You idiot. You only found out when you went to get a player's card.
Well, and I do think that this is kind of the funny part about me is that I can pay attention to everything except very important details about something. Like if you go,
I'm about to board a flight cross country and my license expired months ago and I don't know it.
and I have to get to Raleigh to pick up my children.
You were able to get on that flight and
Yeah.
all that shit
No idea.
without a problem. The problem came when we were in Vegas and you went
A
to get a
player's
player's card. They're like, your ID's expired. You're like, what? And then, how am I going to get home? I can't get on a fucking plane. I'm like, well, you got here.
Yeah, I'm like, I can get her to mail me my passport, I think. Maybe. And
like
you're like,
day before
you'll
you
figure it
leave.
out. So I call her and I'm like, yeah, I don't have a license. And she's like,
so mad, dude. So mad.
Yeah. I don't think we were really recovered from that. meeting.
I know you got home roughly within a relatively good time frame of when you were
15 minutes later than my flight that I missed.
and you
which is
slept in a
insane.
hotel for hours.
Yeah.
So however that worked out, but I think I recall you saying that the cost was not as nearly as much as you thought it would be.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to fly to like
Still extra
Jackson
money,
Hole. From Vegas to Jackson Hole to Raleigh.
Yeah.
It was atrocious. It was one of those flights where you don't get off the plane because that plane, they were just going to shit some gas in it and fucking off to Raleigh.
20 people get off, 25 people get on. Yeah.
Dude, what an adventure. Oh, yeah. So I've overstayed my welcome on my topic. New format, no tangents. Look at us. No tangents.
Well, it took us a while to get to where we're at. The train was
go
a little
from
slow
shit to
coming out of
mediocre.
station.
Yeah. Yeah. And, the cold open always works. It's always funny.
Dick.
So you want me to play this little video you got?
Yeah, this is. I don't even know if I want to say it's an alarming thing, but it is incredulous to me that
Good word.
this is a thing.
So this is.
I mean, Oakland's not the greatest place in the world, but
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be poor, go to like Palm Beach, not fucking.
yeah, go somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Where you can be homeless on, Miami.
And here's the really fucked up part. I love California.
Never been.
Oh, it is beautiful. Like, and what I really found out when we went to California for her Big Sur marathon, you land. I don't think we flew into LAX or anything like that, but you land and you start driving and you're like, I had no idea how much fucking farmland is in California.
Yeah.
You think Hollywood and horse,
Adam was
But-
out there for a wedding, and he was like kind of on like the edge of wine country.
Yeah.
He said, dude, like the solar fields and all the land and all that shit. And he goes, the farms. He goes, you never, ever would have imagined it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You just think city sprawl,
Mm-hmm.
the nightlife and hustle and bustle. But it's incredible how once you get outside of the city and the suburbs, how much actual country it really is.
And the weather is fucking. And again, I'm not fucking, rewriting history here. The weather's just fucking perfect. In the morning, it's a little
Yeah,
cold.
whoever runs the dome, the Hunger Games dome out there,
They're
does a really
crushing.
good job with the weather.
They're crushing it.
Yeah.
Because today it was 55 all day until I went to go look at side-by-sides. And then they were like, you know what? We should make it 86 and really humid. I'm wearing jeans and I could feel the ass sweat coming down my legs. And I'm like, I should just die right now.
Right in your tube socks. It was 65 today. It was beautiful.
So this is, I'll get to one more thing. What I miss about Buffalo more than anything is
Pizza lots.
Yeah, and Polish girls with very flappy vaginas and
Black
blue
hair.
eyes. Black hair, blue eyes. Like, come on. But that first week where it's warm and you go from seeing girls wearing fucking snowsuits to fucking stretch pants and the butts and the fucking it's like when Dorothy opens the door and it goes from black and white to color.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Anyways, this is Oakland, California. So
Yeah.
this is a car driving down the street, Oakland, California.
Apparently, they're on the way to Home Depot.
From your sleep, the drive.
I mean, it looks like a third world country.
That exactly. I mean,
It looks
this
like
is
the shanty town that The Rock drove through in one of those shitty fucking
Fast and Furious movies.
Fast and Furious
In Colombia.
That's
It almost looks like
gross.
the houses, the additions. I don't want to say the houses, the additions you see on the Indian reservation because they don't.
Oh yeah,
permits or anything. They just add on. This is what this looks like to an epic extreme. I mean, that is just straight garbage.
I met Kyle and Maureen, and me and Tanya flew down to Miami. We met Kyle and Maureen there, and we rented a car, and we drove from Miami down to Key West, and it was right after that huge ass hurricane came through. And so you're driving through all the little keys, and on the side of the road, dude, it was like, imagine this little landscape that we're seeing, which is like scattered garbage and then fucking hobo shacks. But to the top of the hobo shack was just piled refrigerators and shit just on the side of the road for the entire duration. And it's like a 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour drive down to Key West. And every single place was like this. You didn't see any ocean until you saw like a driveway. And then it was another just piece of just trash because all those houses just got decimated.
Yeah.
But this is gross. This is really sad.
Today.
I mean, and honestly, the carpentry sucks. Let's just be honest.
I mean, but also, what are they putting this together with? You know, they've obviously stolen a hammer from somewhere.
Right.
There, as you can see, there's pallets there, so they're probably pulling the nails out.
Yeah.
Whatever, walking around a Home Depot parking lot looking for whatever fucking shit they can find.
Well, here's my question to you, and I don't know if I can go back. I can't go
But
back.
is it?
But you just passed a huge tree. Wouldn't you just build a tree house? Why not? You got 19 pallets, heroin needles.
It ain't gonna look any worse than what you've constructed here.
Yeah, but like at least you're in a fucking tree.
Do you give these homeless people credit for having some wherewithal to at least build themselves a shelter? I mean, I gotta have a little credit here.
Gotta give them a little props. Yeah, I would say props.
But I mean, the fact that you okay, so you build yourself a fucking tarp condo. But
that is awesome. That looks at least like a 2.5 story.
Shit on the ground. I mean, it's California. The weather's warm. Eventually, that area has got to stink.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. One, for the garbage, and two, these motherfuckers don't shower.
Right.
But this is a crowd. I mean, you go down to 33 and where it turns into like Oak Street. I think it's Oak, whatever. And the city missions right there. And a lot of the homeless are underneath the bridges and in the little, I don't want to say woods, but, slight wooded area, median.
Yeah. You see like a little tent.
And shit like that. In summertime, you just see sleeping bags and stuff. Okay. Hey, you're doing what you got to do. It's summer. You can survive here. Winters are awful. But this is next level shit.
I remember,
like you said, the carpentry sucks. I mean, none of that stuff makes sense, but
definitely not up to code.
It keeps, I mean, imagine it keeps most of the fucking rain out. Some of it.
I remember I was working in Chapel Hill, and my boss was one of those guys where if you're a minute late, he would fucking chew your ass out. And at the time in my life, I fucking couldn't. I respected the guy, but I hated that part of it, because I'm always not on time. But when I'm there, I'm like 100% effort. Just
your 8% kick in.
Oh yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm kind of black. But I remember I'm booking it to work, and I might make it. And I get to this fucking off ramp, and there's a stoplight, and there's this guy on the corner, and he's got this sign, and it goes, "I have no job. I live in the woods, and I'm like, all right,
Any little thing will help.
yeah. I'm like, okay, he's just fucking bragging right now because I make like 30 grand a year, and I know there's times where I drove over the median to get to the parking lot to get in this place within a minute of not being fucking bitched
Yeah.
with this guy, and I know that I'm on my way to a fucking verbal ass beating, and this guy has the balls to have a fucking sign that says, I live in the woods. I have no job. I'm like, I would trade spots with you right now. Right now. But yeah,
these people fuck too, because those crackheads, they don't care.
I do appreciate like those videos of like Philadelphia and shit like that. And it's like they're going down the street.
Oh yeah.
And then you just see these
It's like
people
zombies.
just going to town on the curb.
Yeah,
And you're just like,
yeah.
I don't have, maybe I need meth. Because my dick's like my dick's like a movie critic. Like,
Which one, Siskel or Hebert?
which one had the bigger nose?
Hebert.
Yeah.
Jew.
My dick's like, oi. But like, I don't have like fucking fuck outside dick. I just don't do, but my dick's like, we're good, right? I'm like, we're not good. She wants to fuck outside. Let's fuck outside. But meth is just like, you should fuck outside, dude. And your dick's like, we should definitely fuck outside. But yeah, this
might
is like
never see a vagina again. So we need to get in this.
that's the thing. I think I've been spoiled by vagina. my dick's indifferent. Like my dick's a sommelier. It doesn't like cheap pussy.
The vagina sommelier.
My dick's like, why would I even want this when you've had better? I'm like, because it's right now.
It's yeah. Fuck am I to say no?
But you're thirsty,
Nasty,
right? I could
hairy,
eat.
fucking leaking vagina. It smells.
You gotta pull outside, give a peck top, fucking shit.
That's so quiet.
You gotta get a bit of pecker talk. Hey, man. My dick's
it's bad
yawning.
when your dick talks back to you.
I'm like, my dick's like this. Oh, I'm like, where'd the hand come from? How'd you yawn? Yeah, this is good though. I appreciate the ingenuity. But like again, big tree. Make a tree house. That's why
You're not making a treehouse in that tree because all the
No.
branches go up.
that's
There's no out.
that's a scary tree from Wizard of Oz.
You know they burn that at night. That's what they use for heat.
Dude, okay, and let's say the government has one of those laser planes that burn.
Oh yeah, the
Hawaii
DEWs. Yeah.
I don't have a lead anymore. God damn it. Let's just say, because they have proven that that there is direct energy weapons out there. They have proven it's proven.
I think
it's out there.
I kind of hope I know where you're going with this, and I hope I'm right. So say they have the DEWs.
And they use it on fucking Malibu? Just fucking beep beep. You could.
Oh.
Where do you think I was going to go with it?
In Hawaii, none of the houses, the blue roofs burn. I thought you were going to use the blue.
Oh, the tarps.
God damn it! Fuck, it was there for you. I was like, how did you not go that way? I 100% thought you were steering me right in there. I was so excited, and then you're like, oh,
God,
like,
I fucked it up.
fuck.
I fucked
I
it up.
have
I
to be
fucked
the
it up.
smart one tonight.
God damn it! It was right there too. Fuck.
I've been drinking for 14 hours.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
And there's businesses right on the other side of this. I mean,
Yeah.
And get dressed.
This song is fucking terrible.
hell yeah, it's like fucking Oasis, but yeah.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
look at this shit.
This is what I don't get about poor people.
Just say you have a group that comes in and cleans this up. Within a month, it's going to go right back.
It's right back.
I
It's right
think
back.
that's why they just gave up.
Well, what's funny about California is I think they spend.
Wait, why?
Wait, you got me?
Oh, like
Wait.
why was the pavement wet there at the end? Was it a different video?
Yeah,
When he was driving, it looked like
think-
everything was dry.
But like, I think this is a problem with California. Well, there's a lot of problems with California.
Yeah.
But the big problem with California is that people make money off of trying to solve the homeless problem. So every year, these guys are raking in 120, 130, 200 grand a year is their job to solve, quote unquote, homelessness. Why wouldn't California do this? If you can drop homelessness down, maybe we get other programs in, maybe we start arresting multiple offenders, like whatever it is, like whatever the game plan is going to be, right? But if you get the people on the streets down by 30%, we'll give you $1 billion.
Huge fucking number. That's a huge
Yeah.
number.
Sure.
30% is a lot.
We'll make them earn it. But we'll give you $1 billion. Like if you open it up to
giving them the money, where's the money coming from?
the problem is it's government funded to government companies and government agencies.
Yeah.
And they just want to stay fucking fat on the hog. So, but if you open it up to private organizations, you go get what was that group that the oil company guys, when there was like unionized people, I think it was called the Pinkertons. The Pinkertons were like hireable.
He was in Breaking Bad.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I never see it. But the Pinkertons were like an army you could hire. So Carnegie had this guy. His last name was Frick. And
did he have a friend whose last name was Frack?
Yes, that was a twin brother. So Frick, I think his name was Frick. He hired this guy who's like this like fucking hard nosed dude, and so Frick was like,
"Oh, Jesse Pinkman."
Pinkman. So he goes, hey, you're Carnegie. You invented fucking steel. I'll run all this shit, and you go get to fucking be frilly and fucking be rich and try to fucking have this war with Rockefeller like you want to do. Cool. And Frick was like, hey, you know how we're doing 12-hour days and it's 6 days a week? We're going to make it 7, you know? And so people are like, well, fuck you. We're going to form a union. And they try to unionize. And Frick was like, you can do that, but I just hired this whole army. So he hired the Pinkertons. And Frick actually had the Pinkertons came in, tried to break up this unionized protest type thing. And they just started shooting them. They started shooting people that were protesting against horrible work conditions.
We're going to eliminate your voice by putting a bullet in the back of your throat.
But here's the thing. Here's why, and again, it's a horrible thing and whatever, right? But because the Pinkertons were not government funded, it's like a free enterprise. If me and you put together a organization or a company designed to help and to go after the homelessness population, that right there is $1 billion company, because California wastes like $9 billion a year, if not more, on government programs, and nothing's good by the government. No, the government does nothing, and this is not Democrat or Republican, but like,
yeah, I think anybody can on either side of that.
Look at the roads in Buffalo. The roads in Buffalo suck. You know why?
Garbage.
Because it's run by the fucking city, which is a government fucking side. Make it privatized. You could pick up a $400,000 a year contract in straight up wages with expenses, you know, obviously if you got to buy asphalt and all that kind of shit. So maybe they throw you $2 million a year. You're bringing home 400 grand because you're a free enterprise. You got to open up, make it free, make it in the public.
Back to this homeless thing though.
Yeah. Sorry.
How do you fix it? How do you fix it? I see that some private businesses, not-for-profit kind of organizations are building those tiny homes, those Amazon fucking fold-out homes, and letting them live in that. But how long before they turn that into what we just saw?
I think it's
no different than Section 8.
I like if you do it and those people are drug tested in order to stay in the house. That should be, some states have it. That should be the same thing for a welfare program. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And by no means is this stereotyping or racist. Well, because we got rid of bail reform here in New York, thanks to our wonderful fucking cunt governor, because bail was deemed racist.
Right.
And now all you have And literally, I mean, the fucking sheriff's helicopter is flying around here all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
These kids are stealing cars, fucking crashing them,
Yeah.
ruining somebody's livelihood. They get handcuffed, taken to the police station. 3 hours later, they're released with an appearance ticket, and they're never going back to court.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is
I follow all these scanner pages, and the Cheektowaga one's great lately. And
they talk shit at least.
yeah. And the whole thing is, they know they're like, oh yeah, he's got an active warrant on a Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't want him. Wait a second. There's a fucking warrant for your arrest.
Right.
And you get nailed in the town, the city that wanted you for the warrant says, now you're good. Police station, catch an Uber home, back to fucking doing the stupid shit again.
Well, I think there's this component to
None of it makes sense.
everything, like the don't feed the bears type thing, right? So I think if I was going to change anything, it would be that if you receive welfare,
Any sort of government benefits.
So let me walk you through what I would do. And again, I'm a moron, so don't take this to fucking heart. But I would say if you're able to work, you're not disabled, you're able to work, you will get placed into a small business that is paid so the small business doesn't have to pay for the wages. And you learn an applicable trade. And then after 6 months, the small business can say, we want to hire this person and get them off the fucking government tit. Or they're fucking off all the time. It's harder for us. Because again, it's free labor. So if they come in and just sweep the fucking floors, you're still winning, right? So you make it more of a workfare versus welfare type of thing. They have to get up every day. If they miss work, they don't get paid. They don't get paid, it affects their pocket. That's the only way to change what's going on.
But why can't we? Honestly, that should be just as easy as snapping your fingers to do this.
Yeah.
They all know how to fix this problem. Why aren't they?
Well, because the people that they're trying to change are voters. And if you rock the boat too hard, you don't get the votes. If you don't get the votes, you don't stay in the office. It's like the lady that swallowed the fly. You know, she swallowed the fly. She swallowed the spider to get the fly. She swallowed the fucking bird to get the fucking spider. She swallowed the cat to get the fucking bird. Swallowed the dog to get the cat. It's like, it's that weird fucking thing where
the old lady that swallowed the bat. Yeah, my kids used to read those books. Yeah,
they go after if you rock the boat on your constituency too much, you're fucked. And their job is to stay in their job, so they don't want to rock it too much, which is fine. I get it, but at the same point, it's like you don't see that every major city is going to absolute dog shit right now. You don't see it. And then you got this guy going, and then what are we going to do? We're going to 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. Pause.
Fucking whole Ron Burgundy thing.
Dude, if you wonder.
But I just don't understand how anybody that voted for him. I get why you voted for him. Because you didn't want Trump.
Sure.
I get it. I understand it. Trump hurt your feelings and whatever. I'm not neither here nor there. But looking at this fucking moron, he is legit reading everything word for word off of teleprompter like a fucking child.
Yeah.
And how can you stand behind him and say, that's my guy? You are still so butthurt about Trump that you are legit trying to prop this fucking corpse back up again.
If I was part of the DNC, I would come out and have a press conference and go, you know what? We've made a decision. He's not fit to be president anymore. We thought he was. Admit ownership, admit guilt, admit it.
That might go a long way.
Yeah. And then go, instead, this is the person that's going to be running. And if it's Michelle Obama, if it's fucking Gavin Newsom, at least then you have someone. Gavin Newsom, I think, is a fucking robot. Like a super gay robot. Like I think someone cloned Trudeau. And then the afterthoughts were The after parts were fucking Gavin Newsom. But like, at least then you have somebody that isn't dying.
May have,
and they have a shot.
Putting a cognitive thought together.
Yeah, and they have a shot. And I personally don't care if there's a Democrat or a Republican president, as long as the things that get put in place stop the whole world from going fucking crazy. You know, like I always tell people, like having Biden is like when you're in like 4th grade and you have a substitute teacher for a week. But that's been 4 years. It's been almost 4 years of having a substitute teacher. And then what happens? The asshole kid that gets kept in check by the fucking real teacher, China, they start popping off. The 2 kids that always fight, Palestine and Israel, they start popping off. Yeah. Like everyone's going fucking crazy, you know, and the fucking substitute's just doing what the substitute does. The other day he was in a press conference and he itched his nose for 3 hours. He was like, and then he kept his finger there for like an hour. It's like, whoever's got the strings, fucking let the string go.
The guy with the string just fell asleep and his arm was back, just held his finger there.
Dude, it is fucking nuts. It's nuts. But
I just don't understand the people that are just still standing behind him. They're like, there's no fucking way I'm voting for Trump. Then vote third party.
Sure.
Vote for fucking Ronald McDonald. I don't care. Just
I probably will vote for Kennedy.
I don't even give a fuck right now.
Yeah.
I honestly will throw a dart and don't give a fuck after that. I don't care. It can't be him. It just can't be. This guy is ruining everything.
I think Kennedy is going to throw a lot of fucking wrenches into the gears. Yeah. And, you know, it could work in favor of the Republican Party. It could work against it for sure. But, you know, I think Kennedy, if I was Trump, I would make Kennedy vice president.
Yeah.
Like fucking bring everyone together. So now you're probably getting 66% of the votes anyways. And then if Kennedy just kind of fucking calms down a little bit, and I get talking about vaccines, that's fine.
Yeah. He's a little much at times.
Yeah, but he's at least cognizant. You know, he at least has a fucking head about him.
Yeah.
And the dude, he works out in jeans. I don't like that. You know, that's a little crazy. You ever see him doing like push-ups?
No. Dude,
Kennedy is fucking ripped.
We're gonna watch a clip now. But remember when Trump got elected? He legit put everybody on notice. We play nice in the sandbox, or I push the red button.
Yeah. Dude, this guy could be our president. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, do you think China would be fucking popping off when this fucking dude is fucking doing push-ups? Look at this guy.
Other people said, but I think it's funny as fuck.
It was very funny. Look at him. He is jacked to the tits.
Let's go.
Our current president can't walk upstairs.
Yeah. This dude's just banging out 20 fucking, well,
I think he did more than that. Look at him.
Holy fuck, dude.
That's a fit boy.
Hey, I mean, he can only do like 10 push-ups, but still.
I think he was at the tail
whatever age, he's in phenomenal shape for that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And you know he already doesn't trust the government because the government killed his dad and his uncle, allegedly. Hey.
If Biden does not get, let's just say he gets 50 million votes and loses. Sure. Can we all agree that the 2020 election was a scam?
Yes.
Can we?
I think the mail-in portion of it hasn't been fully vetted and fully looked into.
Way too many loopholes with that. People are coming out and saying, I got 3 fucking ballots.
Yeah.
It went to 2 same name, 2 different addresses, and it came to me and I filled them all out.
Yeah. Or what about nursing homes?
Yeah.
I mean, you get all these people in nursing homes. I wonder how many people are in nursing homes right now. I wish we had a fucking look up.
At what point do you just have somebody like Kim Pagula in a vegetative state and allow a vote to be placed when somebody is obviously not with it?
Yeah. So it's estimated there's 1.2 million people in nursing homes right now. That
That's
seems
it.
low. That seems
Yeah,
low.
yeah. I was just gonna say, whoa, that's very low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're about 5 years out of being in a nursing home, and we're gonna fucking crush it.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be the best time ever.
We're gonna be like Walter Matthau and fucking Jack Lemmon. Whoever fucked the hot chick, that's who I am, though. All right, let's get out of here. Hey, the next show is gonna be about number one.
P.
There, yes, P. I'm gonna P.
Dick jokes.
Dick jokes for sure. Mild racism, fine. First topic.
Uh-oh.
There's a lady
The lights on.
that is suing a sperm bank. The guy that she used sperm from.
I'm already pre-mad.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna love this one. We have make Daryl guess what song this is.
Ooh.
We have billing. A lady had a kid come over, and the kid played with her son. And then when the mom came to pick the kid up, the lady sent a Venmo request for $40. We have a hippie girl that makes guests poo outside. We have
that's not shocking at all.
and then we have the creme de la creme. We have the coach of the year. And I might even start off with coach of the year because it's such a funny fucking clip. It's worth seeing.
I'm not saying we need to do this next episode, but I tagged you in this post. We need to go back to the worst fucking forever. That was just funny as fuck.
Yes.
So coming weeks we got to do that.
Yeah, I'll try to find some newer clips.
And when we have your guest on, I will be serious and I'll be respectful.
Of course.
But I'm also going to try to find a way to manipulate my words and phrases to get her to be like, I don't know how to answer that. I want to make it,
I'm sure we'll get there.
Fun. And I have numerous what are those called? Adjectives that I would like to use.
Did you hear there's been this little social media trend about guys asking their wives if when they sometimes fart, does air go forward and go into their vagina? Have you ever even considered that?
No.
Because there's times when you fart and the air comes up around your balls.
Well, it also depends on, I mean, if you're standing up, no.
If you're leaning back.
Sitting down,
yeah.
Like if I'm slouched in my chair, my asshole, the angle changes. So now instead of going straight down and dissipating, now it just might bounce off and come up under my nuts.
So apparently, and this is something you probably ask this lady, do women sometimes fart and the fart goes in their vagina? That's weird.
I am not qualified to answer that question. Next. My kid needs chicken McNuggets. Bye. And she leaves.
All right, we'll be right back after a pee break.